to you through a lot of shit and you just don't listen. Instead of saying, you know, Rich, I do sometimes argue instead of discuss. You have to go and point your finger at me. Fuck you, that's your problem. That's your problem, and you're not listening. You don't get it. You have to point the finger back. You can't just say, hey, yeah, you know, I kind of do that sometimes. You can't. It's not in your fucking, it's not in your brain. Your brain automatically is defensive and like, no, well, you. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. This is your problem. And I've tried and tried and tried.
Because I told you discussions have two sides?
Because you fucking just wanted to wing it, change it up, instead of what I just told you. You know what? Sometimes I do tend to argue instead of discuss. Instead of just saying that, dude, you turned it into an argument right now, and I want to punch you in the fucking face. That's all you know how to do is turn shit into an argument, man.
I gave you my opinion. That shouldn't be an argument. That should be a discussion.
You're entitled to your opinion. Keep it to yourself, dude. Especially when it comes to the goddamn same thing that I've been trying to get into your stupid thick skull. You don't fucking listen. You want to have your point and your side of everything, dude. Sometimes you just need to accept that you're not perfect and that you do something. And you can't. You have none of that in your fucking blood at all. You have to discuss or argue or whatever why it's not true or why it's not you. You can't say, hey, you know what? I tend to go to argue instead of discuss. You can't at all, no matter what. If someone offered you $1 million to just admit you were wrong, you wouldn't do it. You'd be like, well, you just can't. You don't have it in your system, dude. And I'm not doing this, man. My head already fucking hurts. I will just delete you and block you, dude. And I'm gonna have you fucking removed, dude, if you keep it up. I'm not doing it, dude.
I'm just sitting here trying to fucking relax and watch the movie while the kids are napping so that I can go back to work.
I'm not gonna do it, dude. There's no bend, no break, no nothing in you. You're the most stubbornest fuck person when it comes to when it's something about you. Well, no, that's not true because of this. Or no, well, you tend to point the finger back at me too. It wasn't even about me, dude. We weren't even talking about me. And you're like, well, you do it too. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Are you trying to start an argument? Like, you just don't have no brain. Like, you're not thinking before you speak. You don't fucking think before you speak at all. It's the most fucking annoying goddamn thing I've ever fucking seen. Your brain could have totally taken that a different way, man. You could have been like, you know what? Sometimes you're right, I do that. You know, I tend to do that because I'm stubborn. But you are too a little bit. That's not the way it came out of your fucking mouth at all. There was no, I know, I understand it's a little bit about me. Yeah, it could be about me. All you could do is point the finger right back at me. That's all you could do.
Saying that a discussion has two sides doesn't make it pointing at you.
That's not what made me mad, dude. What made me mad was you saying, well, that's you. That's what you do. You can't accept that you're fucking weak, dude. You have weaknesses and you can't accept it because you think you're right about everything and you think you know everything. Learn to break, dude. You're going to be single and not have anybody, dude. You're going to not have anybody for a long time if you can't grasp that concept. Sometimes you have to bend and be like, hey, you know what? You're probably right. I do that sometimes. And I swear to God, you don't have any in you. At all. Because that's the same thing we've argued about and I've tried to tell you in every fucking argument. And you, oh yeah, I'm listening. No, you're not. You don't care. You don't want to listen. You're never going to change, and that's fine. But I'm trying to give you advice. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't care to be right anymore. I don't want to be right. I don't want anything to do with this. I don't even want to argue. I don't want to be right.
Why are you still doing it?
Because you're not getting the fucking point. You don't get the fucking point of the whole thing. You're still sitting over there like, dude, what's he talking about? He's so wrong. He never does. Dude, stop pointing heat. Start pointing, well, what did I do to incite this? Why did he get upset? What's the issue that I did? You don't. You don't think about anything that you say or do. You don't. That's why this is already escalated. Because you wanted to say, whoa, that's you. That's not me.
No, I said to you. You don't think you ever do that.
I have no problem admitting I do that. I have no problem admitting I'm wrong. You're the one with the problem. And you're missing the point. You're missing the point because you want to point the finger so much. You're not. Turn that bitch around, dude. I'm trying to give you advice on
I just need you to understand that it's not always me. It's not always me.
It's not. And I've already accepted that.
Then why do you need to make Why do you need to make a
point? Look at you're arguing. You're still.
No, answer me a question. I'm trying to figure it out. Why do you need to make a post and point out to everybody that I do nothing but argue and I never discuss?
I didn't tag you in it. I told you personally it was about you, but
yes, but again, if I had posted that, you would have said it makes it look like it's about you. I don't
post anymore, dude. I don't. I'm done, Jessica. I'm done and over it.
You're not understanding what I'm saying, though.
Jessica, I'm done and over it. You could post my ex had a big fat weenie dick that didn't fit in a condom, little skinny wiener dick, and I won't care. I don't care. I'm past the point, dude. I'm not gonna get into these arguments with you, dude. I'm gonna call the cops and have you removed. I'm not gonna do it. This is not good for my health. You really need to think before you say something. You didn't ask, you said.
You didn't.
That's not me, Rich, that's you. This is what you said. You need to think before you speak, dude. That's what set me off.
You didn't let me finish the question that I was asking you right now. And that's what the whole thing was about. That's fine. Just drop it, please. It's not even worth talking about. It's not even worth all of this.
It's not. But the same thing I've been telling you is the only point I'm trying to get to you right now. It's the same thing we fought about and we fought about. When I say you have no bend, you have no break, you think you need to be right and you need to point, dude. Turn that finger around, dude. Whether it is me or not, dude, you need to look at what I said from your point. Is it, well, maybe he's kind of right, dude. I do tend to think this and that. You need to try it, dude. At least fucking try it. I feel like you don't even want to try it. Cause I already told you, I don't even think it's you. I think your mind and your habits are so much to argue and fight back that you can't do it. I really think you can't. I've already admitted, I just admitted it to you right now without even question. You know, I do it. I am not perfect. I fucking like to think I'm right all the fucking time too, dude. But I have no problem telling you that. And you have a problem saying that. That's what the point is. You have a problem going, you know what, Rich? That does kind of relate to me a little bit. Because you want to think you're right, dude. And you're not. You're not. You have no bend or break. And that's fine, dude. But you're going to be in a big issue for the rest of your life, dude. And it's probably because of these past guys, dude. You probably did have to argue with your past guys because they were dumber than rocks. You picked some stupid motherfuckers that were retarded. But that's not me, and that's not going to get you anywhere with your new future relationships. And for the record, I don't give a shit what you post on Facebook. You've already been posting a bunch of negative shit towards your significant other if you had one, dude. Maybe you're not posting it. Maybe your auto post does it. I don't care. I'm not arguing.
I'm not sure which ones are negative about a significant other.
I fucking read them a lot, and I don't care. It doesn't get me to where, well, I need to go. It used to get me to where I would go say something to you, dude, but I'm done with that.
I don't even know which ones you're talking about. That's why I was on the...
There isn't a specific one right now that I could even remember or think of, dude, but it's just the point. The point is that I don't care anymore, dude. I don't. I'm trying to get you to not care and let that shit go, but you can't, and that's the point. That's why I
read it, I let it go, you brought it back up. That's the only reason I can't. Oh, how the fuck what button? What button do I keep hitting at fast forwarding? I didn't touch it.
Top right or the top left?
Do these ones here do it? I am listening, but I just fucking turned this. See, I did it again, and I'm not even touching anything. I don't know how the fuck I'm doing it.